All right. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator, everyone. This is Levant. And last time, a couple unvoiced episodes. One which was actually showing off some special transport missions. Those were difficult, really threading the needle there at certain times, as you might have seen. Uh, but let's see. Oh, yeah. And then the next one after that was just a kind of just showing off some deliveries, kind of day-to-day type stuff you do in American Truck Simulator, especially during the quick job phase. But now, as you can see up here, I've earned enough money where I could start seriously thinking about getting a truck, at least one to my specifications, as opposed to a kind of a low grade stock offer truck. But I'll still need a bank loan in order to get anywhere with that. Hold on just a moment. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Had to do something there for just a moment. Okay, bank. And I think all we need is 100,000. That's at a 18% interest rate. I could get 400,000 to help me start getting in a garage and an employee or another truck and an employee or something like that, or even two more employees if I really max out my loan up to 500,000. You can see there. But I think I'm just going to go for the 100,000 just so I can get the truck that I want for now. There we go. And you can repay a loan anytime with no penalty in this game. Like, you don't pay the entire interest rate or anything. You just pay off the loan as it stands, but you do pay interest day to day as you have the loan for as long as you don't pay it off in a lump sum. Okay. Let's see, truck dealers, because I'd rather have one to specifications. Then I think I was looking at, honestly, there's no real wrong answer here, at least as far as I know. You can pick any truck dealer that you like and get a good truck. Just go to this one, Volvo VNL 300, and then they have some other models, but I'm not looking for those at the moment. So you can see from the list price already, we definitely needed the loan even for just this version of it. Let's see, 300 got the day cab. Uh, then I want short 6x4 for heavy cargo purposes, as you can see there on the right. Let's see. Now, for the engine, I have a ton of engine options because I have a couple mods to that effect. I believe I was looking at one that was farther down here. Let's see. I'm gonna have to kind of look through these a little bit. Uh, that tells me this is more fuel efficient for normal cargo, but then this one is more fuel efficient for heavy cargo. I think that's what that is. That's what it's saying. Yeah, normal cargo's rating is really just like fuel efficiency, generally speaking. It's heavy cargo's rating, which is more uh yeah, you're doing optimized for a heavy haulage and special transport, as it says, in which you're trying to really pull along a heavy load and be able to accelerate better, get a decent top speed, and some of it might be fuel efficiency, but I don't know. I know fuel efficiency is more of a normal cargo sort of thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Any others? I would like a 600 horsepower engine from the start if I can get it. Those are a bit pricey, though. As you can see, on the bottom left, you can see the total there. And I believe I found the one I wanted here at the very, was it at the very bottom? This one? I think so, because then that was my backup, but this one's just generally better for the most part. I don't want to butcher the name so much. Well, it's not too hard to. I guess that's iShift AT035 12D custom. What's this one right here? Don't have that super, not getting that super engine for a long time. That mod added one. Let's see. This one's 1999 Caterpillar C16 7CZ 600. Okay. All right. And now these are your main, these three things, the chassis, the engine, and the transmission are your main functional parts. Then the rest are, as far as I know, are at least largely going to be cosmetic. Like if you want a different type of interior, or you want a paint job, or you want accessories, which the game has in abundance. But we're not going to do that too much just yet. Interior accessories as well, customization. But we're not going to do too much of that yet because we don't have the money to. I want some buffer zone for repaying back and service expenses and so forth. If I get into a wreck and things like that. So I think this is what we're going to go with because I'm probably looking to haul more heavy cargo more often. And I got decent, I suppose, normal cargo rating, at least relatively for what I care to have. And then the other stats are all pretty good. Uneven terrain, yeah, that's at a pretty good level, even if it's not super high. Hills traversal is uh, important to me, and maneuverability as well. Okay, so let's just confirm and purchase. Regular insurance paid already. Okay. That's actually going to put me into the truck. Now this is our garage, which the game starts you with the garage. I think they even show you it at the start too. And then a city of your choice. And we chose, what was it, Salt Lake? And just like that, we're in here. I want to do a short drive over to this recruitment agency, at least. And maybe, was there another truck dealer here we didn't discover yet, or what? Maybe not. Not looking like it, at least in this. Okay, got that Kenworth one already. Okay, so first of all, just gonna activate the recruitment agency so I can recruit from it in the future if need be. Well, I'm sure going to need drivers in the future, so More choices is always better, I would say. All right. This is, yeah, of course. It's the right turn. And there we go. We discovered it. Although now I'm wanting to turn around. Well, actually, I don't know if I even need to do that. Because now, okay, this might be my, no, okay, it's not my first discovered one. Okay, that's good. More options for hires. Now, else is the game showing me? Garage manager. Oh, it's just showing because I got a new truck. It's showing that I have these different options available. Truck manager. I'd like to go into these managers more once they become relevant. Right now, we just have our first truck, so they're not all that relevant, I would say. Now, we also have quick travel, which is going to come in handy for optimizing our job selection. And a bunch of discovered cities from the various quick jobs I had before. And just some which are, yeah, just like, what are we looking at? Capital cities? Anyway, if they're not, then shows what I know. Anyway, oh, wanted to look at the freight market actually. Okay, freight market, earn money for your company using your own truck, load the freight and deliver it safe and sound. And this gives way more money than the quick jobs because you're actually using and essentially risking your own truck as well as paying your own fuel cost and maintenance costs. But the money you get from it more than makes up for it. Even if you're on like the realistic fuel consumption, then yeah, it's still going to be plenty to make up for that. And then external contract. Okay, freight market and external contracts. Actually, this one isn't even connected. Can I even get external contracts here without this being connected to World of Trucks? Profile's not connected to World of Trucks. No, I need to I need to connect to World of Trucks. But basically, World of Trucks delivery contracts are different from freight market contracts simply in that they function on real time instead of game time. Freight market gives you a game time deadline, and external contracts gives you a real time deadline. And as such, in the external contracts, there are no important or urgent deliveries, just ones that are classified as normal deliveries, regardless of how much real time there is left or that you start with. Frame market. Oh, I also want to show what I've unlocked now that I think about it. I'm at excuse me. I'm at level 7 enthusiast and rating 1.7. Rating is just goes up as your unlocked skills go up. Where does that career? Yeah, career skills. And you can see now, before I was saying hazardous cargo class 1 and 3 were great, and they're pretty good, yeah, and maybe even great, yeah, to do with your own trailers, that is, because you're generally not find very many of those as freight market contracts, if any. But the one that you want for freight market contracts, and frankly, even your own trailers, as I've discovered, is class 2 gases, where you got flammable gases, non-flammable gases, poisonous gases. Those plus, especially once you get a gas tank, uh, those will pay huge amounts. Those contracts will pay huge amounts. And also, I've got 2 points in long distance for now here, and I've unlocked all the other types of contracts. High value 1 point, fragile cargo, and then both just-in-time delivery ranks that unlock different deliveries, important and urgent. And I might get fuel economy next, now that we actually have our own truck. Now, I'm not on realistic fuel consumption, so this won't be as big of a benefit, but it'll still slowly help out over time, as well as have me stop less during jobs. Okay. So now get to the freight market contracts. What do we have here? Now, since we're over in Salt Lake, now in quick jobs you can seemingly just teleport around without any issues, but in freight market contracts you have to kind of physically go to the company, but there's a bit of a way to get around that too. And as you can see, look at this. Quick job for delivering that anhydrous and ammonia is 5208 a mile from a quick job standpoint, and the freight market gives you 69.96 per mile. So that's pretty sizable difference, and you'll only see more and more differences, like the gap tends to get larger with the freight market as you level up your skills and progress. Okay. But here's how you can essentially teleport close to the job. First, I'm going to go ahead and set this as my GPS destination. I don't have to yet, or in general I don't have to, but I'm just doing that for now. And then instead of driving all the way there, we can do navigation and quick travel to a previously discovered city only. And that's where we were getting contracts from. We were only getting contracts from previously discovered cities. And I believe that was, just double checking, I'm pretty sure it was Cheyenne. Cheyenne, Wyoming, Okay, and it's going to cost a little bit to get there suddenly, but it's not going to impact your bottom line too much. It's just a bit, shaving a bit off the top there, basically. Oh, my character seems to start with a bunch of fatigue, so I may have, okay, frankly, I took the contract, or rather I went to Cheyenne prematurely, because I don't want to start an important or an urgent delivery job running down the clock for a nearby rest stop. So like only 4 hours, 22 minutes in game. No, I'm gonna actually go over to a rest stop here. I mean, a place where I can rest. Make sure I'm in the space. Kind of. Well, still in the space, but I'll be aligned with it a bit better. That's good enough. I'm fully in space and not Gonna clip. Now, turn off the... Oh, oops. Okay, turn off the engine, and then press enter to rest. Okay, so now it's going to be later, but I'm going to be fully energized. Now, like I said, yeah, that last contract disappeared, but we got a new one, even better per mile right here. And it's not too far, so the quick travel fee won't be too large. Navigation, quick travel, Rollins, confirm. There we go. Now I'm going to pick the job. Oh, parking brake. Okay. I'm not sure why it's not even providing for my exit from the from this gas station. Oh, this truck stop rather. Yeah, because it's got all the amenities. That was improper, I'm sure, but I'm just playing this casually, as I've said before. So, no worries there. I'm gonna see how this truck performs, if it's as good as I'm hoping it is. Okay. Have a stop, okay. Of course. And this guy looks like he's, unless he merges onto the highway, looks like he's gone along the same way we are. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna turn on my adaptive lights. Excuse me. Gonna need them soon. Oh, had to cough off mic there for a bit. All right, they have the right of way. Is this person stopping for me for some reason? Okay, you can do that. Yeah, I can't always tell what the... Whoa. Can't always tell what the AI is up to in this game, especially when they crash into you for no reason. Like, they'll just run into you instead of stopping or whatever. They'll merge into you when you're just driving in the same lane or some other stuff. The AI and truck for the passenger cars, or actually just for the cars and trucks in general, can be a bit odd sometimes. Most of the time it functions well, but it can be a bit odd, making some odd decisions sometimes. And those can end up hitting you in your truck or trailer, even when you're not at fault at all. And although generally, traffic offense wise, if you got traffic offenses on, you won't get blamed for it if you didn't ram them. At least that's my experience. But you will still have to pay the... It's not like you can sue them for the service fees. The game doesn't have that kind of option. So you still have to pay all the service fees and take the hit if there's some cargo damage take the hit to your paycheck if there was some cargo damage and so forth. Those are all left turners, aren't they? Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm gonna drive a little bit faster here just so I can get in this lane. Oh. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is a job that takes a while to get to, apparently, because it was so far from the service station we quick traveled to. That's no big deal, really. It's just the cost of doing business, you might say. And I'd like to... Okay, now that I'm past that intersection, maybe I can put some space here between us. Till we come to the next light. Alright. Oh. I was gonna check the... Actually, I can still check. Yeah, it's still a little ways away. Just gonna run a yellow light there. I think I see that we're supposed to go left up here, farther ahead. What is he doing now? See, I'm talking about with the AI acting strangely. Was being indecisive there. And it looks like I take a right up here. Or maybe that's just part of where the road goes. Nah, it's taking a right. Okay. Getting a bit more used to gameplay plus commentary at the same time, but I still have quite a bit of practice left to go. I know it's hard even for people who have experience with it. That's why they have things like the streamer's curse or the let's play curse and such. And now we're gonna go and get our big money contract here. Pardon me if some of my movement seems odd because I have naturally shaky hands, just been born with it, and there's nothing I can do about it really, within reason. That is. That is to say that the medicine is too, got too many side effects. Fix that. To fix my shaky hands. Okay. Let's see. Oh, what was that? It's a little hang there for a moment. wasn't just on the video, that was on my end too. In game. Well, which way should I go here? I'm gonna try going around this way, but may end up having to back up. Pretty long container, but that's part of why we're getting such a good payday from this. It sounds like there's a train nearby. You can look inside the truck to look from a first person's perspective, that is, to muffle the train sounds a bit. Yeah, I know, I was close. Cutting that a bit too close there. I think that's what that noise was about. So far, the truck's doing great. So I'm glad I spent the extra money, saved up, and then spent the extra money for this truck. Got the engine and the transmission I wanted in particular, and the chassis that I wanted in particular. So now, heavy cargo like this, I don't know if it was technically heavyweight, but it still had a pretty good weight to it. Heavy cargo like this is not a particular problem. Let's see, is this the best way, or? Oh, okay, yeah, I'm not. Okay, so I'm going a different way than I was thinking. There we go. Just checking something on the how the truck functions there. Definitely got to drive more carefully with a trailer attached in general, but you know, I'm not real good. I'm not real great at that, so it's more of a do as I say and not as I do. You can go wild in this game, but it's not really the intended experience, I'll admit. Now what? 7-hour delivery and 4:30 expected arrival time. I think that's only with optimum speed the whole way, though. Maybe? Hmm. Got. Is this changing back? Yeah, that is. Down to 40. Gotta stay in this lane. Now he's going the same way I am, that's fine. Whoa. Said, oh, okay, he's just taking his time merging. Fair enough. Alright. Looks like I'm good. Now we're supposed to be able to travel at a decent speed here, but there are indeed some turns which we might not be able to take at the highest speeds, even if he wasn't in front of us. See, like this one's a 50-mile-an-hour recommended turning speed that's coming up. Not this little one here, but I believe one that's farther ahead. Yeah, it's... Whoa. He's slowing way down for that. Whoa. It's possible it's because it's uphill too, is why he's being a bit sluggish. Doesn't have the best truck maybe for the job. Or just being extra cautious. Either way. Yeah, we don't need gas for quite a while. Won't need it on this job, I don't believe. If I had realistic fuel consumption on, yeah, definitely I would say one stop for gas, but more than likely at least, but as is, nah. Yeah, unless you're driving like a madman, basically. This game is pretty peaceful, pretty relaxing for the most part, except for when you're doing stuff like special transports or and otherwise really tough situations. Oh, I didn't do my lane change signal. Whoopsie. Oh, okay. And then there's a merge. Just gonna have to be careful. I know my truck has a pretty high maneuverability rating, but still got to be careful with some of these turns. Like, what's this one rated at? 55? Let's see. Yeah, see, it's not... Looks like I could take this turn more easily at 65. Hey, speaking of which... Now, I can't exactly play radio or anything like that. I'd have to find some kind of open source music, but even then I'm not sure I'd want to for a stream or an upload in particular. Oh, almost missed that. Oh, speaking of which, almost missed. Well, I didn't. I caught that one better. Oh, yeah. Okay, at least I'm stopped before the actual intersection. That's all I can say, though. And then I have the line drawn for me. I can go too far ahead. Yeah, most often I only aspire to not being actively in the way at the intersection. I don't claim to be a pro at this game or anything, not by a long shot. Not by a long shot. I've got a decent number of hours on it, mind you, but uh, I've also taken a number of breaks from it. So when I'm getting back into the swing of things, in particular, uh, I can make silly mistakes like that. But yeah, that one threw me off because the lack of a line clearly denoting where I need to stop. Oh, whoa. Okay, come on, let me through, please. Yeah, I was not paying enough attention there. Oh boy. Doing this because I believe this is an urgent delivery. Not that I would do that in real life. not by any not by any means. Even less so as a truck driver, that is. Not as a car driver and not as a commercial truck driver. But it's just a game. Oh, here we go. Excuse me there for a moment. Uh, just checking something on OBS over here, my broadcasting software. Yeah, low traffic at night. They don't have the most traffic during the day either, Zeman. And gas stations in this game are unnaturally rare. At least gas stations that serve diesel are indeed unnaturally rare, which is why I don't particularly enjoy realistic fuel consumption, even when I'm trying to play, that much more of a challenge of sorts. Doesn't give me that challenge feel. It gives me more of a just like a poor balance to me. That there's not nearly as many gas stations that there ought to be. I think that's about the only thing I can say that's poorly balanced in this game, though. Besides what I said, is the AI being screwy sometimes. A lot in this game are a lot of things in this game are indeed realistic. Like, as I understand it, they tried to do their best to make the truck physics feel right. And bear in mind, I've assisted like engine braking and other things on automatic, so uh, I am stopping faster than you would if you were only hitting the brakes in a big vehicle like this. But this is with multiple systems uh, at work, getting me to slow down faster. Uh, ooh, it's kind of awkward, but yep, I knew it'd be awkward. But it's the only option they gave me, really. Oh, and also to Zeman's comment, I have a. I've been told I have a decent singing voice. It just needs training. But I'm definitely not going to sing on stream. Okay, just wanted a better picture of my swing into this turn here. Also, if I was doing hardcore, I'd be only using the first person mode, more than likely at least, unless I want to take particular screenshots or record something in a particular style. But for for hardcore playing, uh, yeah, I would definitely keep in first person because that's what you got to deal with in real life. I'd also probably use an economy mod that would make it tougher, but not too, like, I've seen some economy mods that look pretty outrageous. Um, in the sense of they're realistic when that hurts you, but not realistic when it would benefit you, which is very silly to me. Okay, so I can get a pretty good speed here. Did I get it up to 75 before, or was it only just 70? Looks like I'm gonna have to go around this person. Oh. Only really need to travel at particularly high speeds if you're confident you can make adjustments and turns as needed. Also, if you're doing a lot of manual work, you need to be practiced with things like engine braking and your retarder and other things like that. I know. Not to mention manual gear shifting. Looks like we're getting closer to our destination. Just less than 100 miles left, and now we're on a big, well, it seems to be an interstate or similar type of highway. Yeah, both lanes are a bit limited on their speed right now. Lack of speeding, at least where I'm from, the lack of speeding is definitely unrealistic, but you would get less of that at night anyway. But even then, going 50 on an 80 speed limit thing would be pretty unheard of. But they're pulling ahead of me now because I got some fairly heavy cargo. Even if it doesn't make the heavyweight class, I don't clearly remember if it does or doesn't. I think it didn't. What's heavyweight class? I think it's around 50,000 pounds, or maybe possibly a bit more than that even, before they put it into the heavyweight class. Guess all those the anti-speeding campaigns, like that was on that sign there, work in this reality. I'm just gonna keep going the way I'm going since I'm less than 75 anyway. And I got a turn to make here, looks like, or at least a fork. Yeah, it looks like a fork then. Oh boy. There we go. This guy's driving faster than they are. By the way, I use guy generically. I don't. It could be any gender. Well, especially with when we're talking with about drivers who we don't know at all, other our fellow drivers on the road. Oh boy. Stopped using that auto following type of thing, and now I'm being a bit too getting a bit too close sometimes. Need to see if I can get it set to a reasonably high speed, uh, and then hit that auto speed, cruise control. The cruise control. It's cruise control. Adaptive cruise control in particular. Oh, up here. My turn. Almost missed it. It's a sign rather than a light. So I'm just going to need to be that much more careful. Gillette? Is that how you say that? Oh, much too fast for this neighborhood. Here we go. As I mentioned in another episode, I think I like following the traffic laws more or less when I'm not even when I don't have the fences on. That way, I'm not just completely running on the wrong instincts. Uh, and if I'm doing kind of more hardcore driving on my own time, which I'm not for now, but we'll see. Likewise, I might change the difficulty on this run I'm doing. Oh, once again, speeding. Oh no, that's the same speed limit. I can be prone to accidentally doing that in towns. Not this one, but the next one, I believe. Yep. I can make a number of turns in first person. I'm just used to, oh boy, thing that older versions of the game uh, have given me trauma on is these freaking railroad road crossings. So I end up often saving before them. And I realize in the current version of the game that uh, they actually have the lights blink for quite a lot longer before invisible walls are erected. And that helps you prevent instances of either suddenly running into one as you're trying to cross the railroad and it wasn't blinking before, or in fact, uh, being partially through one and then suddenly the lights and everything goes off, and then your truck and its cargo is just absolutely destroyed by the invincible walls, which is way too unrealistic for me to take. Let's see. I've gotten better at these, but I don't know how well I'll do on stream in particular. Okay, just making sure. Can't get any more light on the subject right now. Maybe I should have pulled for it. I might have to try again. Uh, might work. Oh boy, possibly not. Because that's lined up, but I gotta get past this thing before I can line myself up. No. No, see, that's not quite what I'm looking for. Maybe I'll just skip it this time. It's not even a 90 XP bonus one. It's a 40. Yeah, screw it. There we go. Alrighty. And how much we made? 22,000. Yep. 22,333 to be precise, and a decent chunk of XP as well. And let's see. Base reward for the base reward for the mileage and the hazard delivery bonus and the urgent delivery bonus. I'm just kind of, especially I'm eyeballing the experience differences here. Okay. And considering we got our first truck and showed it off in action, I think that'll be a good place to call it here for this episode. Let me just go ahead and make a full save here. And we'll see what we can get into next time, because I'm thinking I might do another kind of intermission episode where I'm just doing jobs, but I'm thinking before too long we can take out another bank loan. Once we pay that first one off anyway. I'd like to do that. But then we can take out another bank loan, either expand my current garage or buy a new one. I'm thinking of buying a new one over in Vernal, because this place has a number of high value cargo. I think it'll be easier for me to show in just the general area right there. Uh, it has a lot of high value cargo being exported out from it. So I'll probably get a garage there and then at least one truck with the loan as well is what I'd like, and one driver obviously. Uh, but yeah, that that's a pretty profitable garage, at least to my experience, to have. And as long as you get your as long as you get your proficiencies and your skills and your employees trained up well. Okay, but we'll be done for now. All right, thank you excuse me. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.